So I've been meaning to do a little review of this this utility light for some time, and as you can see, mine is no longer new, and I've been using it in my basement for all sorts of renovation, finishing off projects, and that's why it has paint all over it. That said, it's been working just fine. A couple of things I want to mention about it. First off, it's good and bright, and you have inside here just this little switch area right here, and all there is to it, like a lot of lights similar to this, is you're going to push the button once, push it again for dim. Now it's actually coming out the end here, and then now it's on the back side, as you can see there. So you have those settings, and basically you've got on this inside, I have light, bright, dim, then I have a flashlight coming out here at the very end, kind of show a shot of that, and then you have on this section of light, you've got bright and dim, and then you have red and flashing red. So you have quite a few different scenarios and options. When you have it turned on, you have a battery indicator right here that tells you how much power it has. In this case, it's 75% roughly. And then on the back side here, you're going to have your control to, well, your little waterproof cover here too, and that just popped off for the first time, so I'll have to try to get that back into there. Guess I was too rough with it. It's actually a battery backup, regular USB-A port that can be used for charging a phone or something like that, and a USB-C port, which is the actual charge port. And you know, it's not a super fast charging power, system, and you do have to cycle through all the options to get it to turn off. And then a couple of other things on the bottom of it. You've got this hook that you can, there's different ways to get it out, but it just will pop out, and then you can use that to hang your light. This is not super thick wire. I'm not a huge fan of this, to be honest with you. I just feel like that'd get bent or broken pretty quickly, so I don't mess with it. But it does set nicely down in here, and I suppose if you're careful with it, it'll work great. And then you have this nice magnet on the back, and my opinion of this magnet is that it's not strong enough to really hold it. When you fully extend this out, like let's say you wanted to have it in this position and you wanted to magnetize this to something and have it shining down or up or whatever, that's just not quite strong enough to really hold it strong. And I've put it on some pretty thick metal plates and can confirm that. A little bit of bump and it's going to fall right down or slide down. So the magnet's good for if you have a surface you're going to put it on where you can keep it standing. That's actually, that'll help you from if you bump it or anything, that it would keep it solid, and for that purpose it works great. Lastly, I guess I just want to talk about the way it's built. This is it's a plastic case, but it's extremely heavy duty. I really like this, the way that what it's made from, and it's solid. It's some kind of a resin hard plastic that is just I know it's going to last a long time. The base is metal. The shroud around the light is a combination of metal and plastic, but even these side bands are metal. The hinge system is probably got some metal in it. It's nice and stiff, works well, and yeah, I just think overall. Also, this lights up. This does light up while it's charging to tell you where it's at, and it'll just stay solid 4 lights when it's fully charged. So, got this little puffy. This reminds me of stuff from I don't know, toys from the 1980s when I was a kid, or I don't know why, but it gets this puffy sticker. Just says work light. And of course you have this nice hook on the bottom you could use to hang it, as well as that metal little hook that comes out. All in all, very well made. Biggest complaint I have about this thing, it's not crazy bright, but it's usable. And the other thing is having a light bar with lights on both sides. I actually assumed, even though I couldn't find it in the description, that it would light up both sides, and it doesn't. There's no way to set this so that both of these light up at the same time. Even if the battery wasn't to last too long, that would have been nice. So that's my biggest complaint about it is that it doesn't light up, and obviously this little waterproof cover is easy to pull off. So I'm just gonna see if I can stuff that back in while I'm doing this video, and it looks like I did. It's not too big of a deal. It can just go right back in. Once that's on, it's nice and solid, stays put, and there you go. Pretty nice little shop light, extra project light I should say.